Today we're going to be looking at some super hard to block Magic the Gathering creatures, but it's not impossible. All right, they can be blocked. It's very, very difficult. We're going to start off with Steve Cooper's Sonorous Howlbonder. This is a 3-mana 2/2 human warrior. Now it's got Menace, but each creature you control with Menace can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. So basically, it's got Super Menace. They all have Super Menace. Why can't we have Super Menace? Is that so hard to ask for? I mean, we made First Strike into Double Strike. I think we can have Super Menace. Super Menace is just you can't be blocked by 3 or more. You gotta have a lot of creatures blocking that damn thing. Next up, we've got why kill with, well, I mean, yes, Shadow. You got all the ideas, but you gotta give me the cards. Elixir's got a card, though. We got Grexaplon. That's a hell of a card name. Grexaplon is a 6-mana 3/4 beast. Grexaplon is unblockable unless there's a catch. You got to read the fine dotted line. Unless defending player controls 3 or more creatures that share a creature type. Finally! I am rewarded for playing. I'm playing Merfolk. But the only problem is I'm not very good at blocking. I'm not really not a blocking person anyhow. Yeah, Merfolk Master. Good morning. Good morning to you as well. So anyway, finally, I don't even know what I would even block with around here. I guess I could block with Sveiloon or something. Sveiloon could be indestructible. Also, Sveiloon is a 3/4 itself. Next up, we got Hanar. Ooh, Ginger Brute. By Hanaria. Great idea. This is a 1-mana 1/1 food golem. I didn't even know it was a golem. I knew it was a food. Haste for 1 mana. Ginger Brute can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. And for 2 mana, tap sacrifice Ginger Brute. You gain 3 life. You are delicious, Ginger Brute. You're absolutely delicious. I guess Urza would eat this thing for a snack. Might reduce all the other construct creatures by like +1/+1. We could eat it as a snack. Okay, next up, we got some Dothies here. Stormy Cat with Dothy. I think you mean Voidwalker. Probably the strongest shadow creature in all of Magic the Gathering. So the double black 3/2 Dothy Rogue Shadow, which means the creature can block or be blocked only by creatures with Shadow. Good luck having any creature with Shadow on the other side. I mean, this might as well say it's unblockable. I don't think I have ever seen... I mean, I haven't seen many like Rakdos scam mirrors, but I don't think I ever saw a Dothy Voidwalker getting blocked by anything. If a creature would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it, and tap sacrifice this creature. Choose an exiled card from an opponent owns with a void counter on it. You may play it this turn without paying its mana cost. Actually, do you know what? I take it back. There are a few circumstances where blocking Dothy Voidwalker is possible, and it's usually a combination of like Dress Down, which removes all of its abilities, or even Merfolk Trickster, which also would remove all its abilities, and you go block. You have to, I mean, that's going to be the case of anything. But outside of that, I mean, it's stone cold unblockable. I blocked Dothy Voidwalker with a Voidwalker one. There we go. Voidwalker versus Voidwalker action. That's exactly how the mechanic is supposed to work. Next up, we've got, let's get Member John with Bellowing, what is this? Bellowing Tangleworm. This thing is unblockable. We have a 5-mana 4/4. Oh, it's got Intimidate. I don't know why they don't have that anymore. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. So, green creature is not going to be afraid of the Bellowing Tangleworm. Everyone else is. Other green creatures you control have Intimidate. Good God. This is actually a really good card. There is only one problem with this, is that because it's green, everyone plays green. Like, green is one of the hottest colors in Magic the Gathering these days. So, I mean, if you make all your green creatures have Intimidate, your opponent's green creatures will block it. But still, like, this is a super powerful effect. If you're looking for evasion, don't look any further than the Bellowing Tangleworm. So what, you can kill off the Esper player quite easily. Next up, we've got Leon Corgi with Glissa Sunslayer. Slaying the sun, are you? What, from the shadows? Why is she called a sun slayer? Or does she slay the sun with those sunglasses? I think I see some sunglasses on her, right? Oh, where'd my image go? Hey, hey! I can't zoom in on here? Whatever. Okay. Let's get rid of this damn thing. Anyhow, Glissa Sunslayer is a 3-mana 3/3 Phyrexian zombie elf. First strike, death touch. When Glissa Sunslayer deals combat damage to a player, choose one. You draw a card and lose 1 life. Or you could destroy target enchantment or remove up to 3 counters from target permanent. Actually, this card's very blockable. Disqualified. What makes it even remotely evasive? You remove 3 nothing. You can just block. I mean, you may not want to block this thing, but you can easily chump block it. This is about it's not about wanting to do it. It's about if you are able to do it. Is Glissa actually hard to block? No, there's nothing hard to block about this card. Disqualified. Corey Nalder with Cicada Assassin. I think this is like what the hell is a cicada? This is a 3-mana 1/1 human assassin. Okay, it's got fear. Cicada Assassin cannot be blocked except by artifact or black creatures, which is the original Intimidate. I think fear used to be just exclusively to the black creatures, and then they created Intimidate. And it's like, okay, everyone can have fear now. If Cicada Assassin attacks and is not blocked, defending player gets a poison counter. Oh my goodness. It's like the original Infect. Defending player gets a poison counter. If any player has 10 or more poison counters, they lose the game. That's right. We all are very familiar with this. Once you get killed by poison once, you never forget again. Why kill? I do not want to block first strike with that touch. No one wants to. But I mean, you're going to have to make some tough choices. It's a hard decision to block, not a hard block. Yeah. The decision's harder than the action. Islarf with Zilortha. The Apex of Ikoria. Is this the backside of this thing or something? Oh, it is. Okay, we got the backside of a battle here. It's an 8/8 with Reach. For each non-human creature you control, you may have that creature sign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. Oh! So technically blocked, but you blast them in the face anyway. That's pretty cool. I'll assign all my combat damage to you. Okay, so technically, I'm going to count that. Technically blocked, but I mean, it's the thought that counts. And the thought is I'm still blasting you for a huge chunk of damage. My damage happens anyway. Cicada is a desert on Dominaria. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know, with these names, it's so hard to tell. Is it like a city? Is it a plane? Is it some sort of group or mafia? I don't know. Is the cicada a sort of people? No, I have no idea. A lot of different, could describe many different things. Okay, next up, we've got, I don't know if Master of Cruelties is gonna count. Thank you very much for the super chat, Balder. Master of Cruelties. I don't think this guy's unblockable. We have 5 mana for a 1/4. First strike and death touch. This is like the last time. Can only attack alone. When it attacks a player and it isn't blocked, yeah, it's not unblockable. Very blockable. You just have to ask yourself, can my 1 mana 1/1 creature block it? The answer is yes. I mean, yeah, you don't want to block this thing with a big creature. Can you throw away like a tiny creature? Absolutely. We're going to donate that super chat to Old Boy with the, what is this? The Tromocratus. You better have all your creatures untapped. Tromocratus is a 7-mana 8/8 Kraken. Oh my god. Look how big this thing. It's bigger than Emrakul. Why is it only an 8/8? It should be like a 30/30. Tromocratus is hexproof unless it's attacking or blocking. Tromocratus can't be blocked unless all creatures defending player controls block it. That's very funny. Because if the okay, so this only punishes somebody who has a lot of creatures, but it doesn't really punish somebody who has very few creatures. It's very funny. It's a funny card. Block with all or block with none. One for all, and all for none, because that's how many creatures you'll have left afterwards. When in doubt, ask Google. Sometimes Google doesn't help for these shows. Felicia with the Hexmark Destroyer. Probably Traumacratus should be disqualified in theory, but I like it too much. Hexmark Destroyer is a 6-mana 6/6 Necron with multi-threat eliminator. Hexmark Destroyer can't be blocked except by 6 or more creatures. That's insane. Okay, I take it back. That's Super Menace. I don't know. That's Super Saiyan Menace, actually. Super Menace is you can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures. And it's got Unearth, so you can bring it back from your graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains haste. Unfortunately, you have to exile it at the beginning of the next end step, but that's okay. You got it for 1 more turn. What is the point of this? Okay, I guess it is blockable in theory. But you have to throw, like, it's almost like the Traumacratus. You've got to, like, throw everything at it. You don't have 6 creatures, you're screwed. Actually, in a lot of ways, Traumacratus is easier to block than the Hexmark Destroyer. But it just reminds me of, like, Ward 4. Like, who the hell is paying that? It's a lot. Like, this might be... Token decks might be looking at this card and is like, what's the problem? But I think everyone else can see a huge problem. If you control 2 oh, that's a great point, too. Old Boy says, if you control 2 creatures and 1 is tapped, you can't block Traumacratus. That's actually an amazing point. Yeah, so you have to block with all creatures. If you attacked with anything, you screwed. Okay, we got Jeff with the Azure Fleet Admiral. We're going to bring the whole fleet around here. So 4-mana 3/3 human pirate. When Azure Fleet Admiral enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. Azure Fleet Admiral can't be blocked by creatures the Monarch controls. Can't be blocked by creatures the Monarch. When enters the battlefield... Oh, I see. So if someone else becomes the Monarch, then you can attack them with this. Oh, then to then become the Monarch again. That's amazing. It's like, if you come at the king, you best not miss. But then the king won't miss on its turn to reclaim its kingship. Very, very interesting. Okay, we got Stoppled with Champion of Lambholt. It's got every zone, every place, every plane needs a champion. And this is the Champion of Lambholt. Is a 3-mana 1/1 human warrior. Creatures with power less than Champion of Lambholt's power can't block creatures you control. Well, we have a little bit of work to do, Champion of Lambholt. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of Lambholt. Wow, this is exactly Champion of the Parish. Did this come from Avacyn? Was Avacyn Restored where Champion of the Parish was? It seems like the same mechanic, basically the same thing. Okay, next up we got Prince of Winners, Ruxa, the Patient Professor. This is a 4-mana 4/4. Since when are the professors getting into the red zone? When Ruxa Patient Professor enters the battlefield or attacks, return target creature card with no abilities from your graveyard to your hand. But creatures you control with no abilities get +1/+1. What's with these Grizzly Bear decks? Is there like a big demand to play with like vanilla creatures? Is this like supposed to be like a beginner deck sort of thing? You may have creatures you control with no abilities assign their combat damage as though they weren't blocked, which just seems like an oxymoron because they sort of have an ability through Ruxa. Not to mention they already have +1/+1. I guess they don't innately have any abilities. Feels weird. That's all. It just feels weird. Next up, we got Bananas Rent with Amzu, the Swarm's Hunger. That sounded like such a blue card. This is a 5-mana 3/3 Insect Shaman. We'll talk all about it after we talk about our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. The place I get my Magic the Gathering cards. There's always a new deal of the week every single week. This week, it's 20% off full dice. Check in every week for a new deal. But you got to get in on these secrets of Strixhaven. The secrets are coming out. They're coming out with Brainstorm. They're coming out with, what's it called? Ancestral Recall. They come out with a lot of cards. They basically reprinted a better version of Expressive Iteration. They're insane. And you can get these insane cards pre-ordering from FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu, though. This is the secret sauce to get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. It's very important to support the channel. I appreciate it very much. Okay, we got, let's look at Amzu, Swarm's Hunger, a 5-mana 3/3 insect shaman. Flying and Menace, that's good enough by itself. Other insects you control also have Menace, which is awkward. Aren't there, like, are there insect assassins out there, or are they just assassins? I could have swore there's insect assassins, but I could be wrong. I might be just confusing insects, which are 1/1s, with assassins, which are also 1/1s. We also have whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, you may create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Then put a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the greatest mana value among those cards. Do this only once each turn. Old Boy says better expressive iteration. The new card requires an instant and sorcery in your graveyard. Oh no! How on earth are we gonna assemble that? As if that's not very hard, especially in Legacy. Like ponder, brainstorm, bam, done. And even then, like, the first one can help find the second one. There's 5 insect assassins in MTG. I knew it! I knew it. I wasn't going crazy. No wonder I had a fear of bugs. My fear was not for nothing. And just to recall, after all, the left after Spider-Man product, yeah, forget the Spider-Man product. We need Ancestral Recalls now. Christopher B with Stronghold over, huh? Stronghold over. Oh, Overseer, the demon. There's a 6. So wait, did you like sort of know the name, but you didn't know exactly? Okay, it was a Stronghold Overseer. Wow, you have an amazing memory if that just, like, you just pulled that from your memory bank. 6 mana, 5/5 demon, flying. It's flying in shadow. That is basically unblockable. This has got to be the only flying shadow creature in existence. Double black. Creatures with shadow get +1/+0 until end of turn, and creatures without shadow get -1/-0 until end of turn. What the? This is literally unblockable. It might even have to get disqualified. Shadow flying. How many shadow flying creatures are there? There's only one. There's only one. That's it. I mean, unless you give another shadow creature flying to block this thing. Whatever, I'll count it, but it is, by the state of Magic the Gathering right now, this is literally unblockable. No one can block this thing. It can block itself. Okay. Stronghold Overseer up against the other Stronghold Overseer deck. Okay, we got Rare Blue Skittles with the Shifting Sliver. Clones? Oh yeah, clones. Okay, yeah, everyone's making a good fair point. The Stronghold Overseer. The only thing that can block a Stronghold Overseer is someone who basically copies the damn thing, or plays the Stronghold Overseer deck. Shifting Sliver is a 4-mana 2/2. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers. Basically, shadow. Basically, you might as well call it shadow, but slivers. Let's make shadow, but make it slivers instead. Is there a way to give a creature shadow? Probably. There's certainly a lot of ways to give something flying, so you can give a shadow creature flying. Make it lose flying and use a normal shadow. You could do that too. Making something lose flying is very difficult, though. Okay, yeah, Shifting Sliver. Very shifting around. We did Gingerbread already. Oh, that one's already done. Epic Nate, the Keeper of the Keys. Keeping them keys. Is this like keeper? Maybe it's Keeper of Keys? For some reason, Wizards, they sometimes like the word the. Sometimes they don't. I don't... You know, I don't know what their system is. They had room. It's not like they didn't have room for the word the. Anyway, Keeper of Keys, a 5-mana 4/4 human rogue mutant. When Keeper of Keys enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. What kind of monarch is this? Anyway, Keeper of Keys enters the... at the beginning of your upkeep, if you're the monarch, creatures you control can't be blocked this turn. Okay, so like under normal circumstances, you can be blocked. But if you are the monarch, I will show you the way. Next we got Hexenort. I didn't know Hagrid was an MTG. Oh, is this Hagrid? Okay, Hexenort. Departed Deckhand. Departed Deckhand is a 2-mana 2/2 Spirit Pirate. When Departed Deckhand becomes the target of a spell, sacrifice it. Oh my god, it's not even an illusion. What is going on here? Departed Deckhand can't be blocked except by spirits. Oh, that makes so much sense. They should have brought spirits back as like just the new shadow. Or maybe, well, I don't know. Are shadow creatures spirits in any way? This almost looks like an ability that should be inherent to spirits. Why can something that's dead still interact with the living world? They should only be able to fight each other. Anyway, a lot of flavor in that ability. And for 4 mana, another target creature you control can't be blocked this turn except by the spirits. Very cool. Are alchemy cards eligible? Yes. I hate alchemy cards, but they are all eligible. They keep sending them to me. I keep getting alchemy cards every single day. Benjamin Berkey with another trader. Oh, a trader to the Nether Realm, huh? This is a black 1/1 with haste and also has shadow. Also is a spirit. So, wait a minute. So this is like a spirit. So let's Departed Deckhand is like, wait, hey, I should be able to block you. Nope. Can't be blocked unless you also have shadow, unfortunately. Whenever another creature is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, you can pay a black. And if you do, return the card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Not bad. Just needs to get bigger. It's a very small creature, like a pea. Avatar kind of brought that mechanic. There's a few cards that spawn spirit that cannot be blocked or be blocked except against other spirits. Oh, is that an Avatar card? No, this is a Lost Caverns of Ixalan card. But I guess so. I hear what you're saying. David Sampson, the Troll of that's right. The original Super Menace. Troll of Khazad Doom. I'm surprised you're able to write that in there. I don't know how to make that the U. Okay, Troll of Khazad Doom, the 6-mana 6/5. That is banned in Legacy. Believe it or not, this is a Legacy bannable card. Troll of Khazad Doom can't be blocked except by 3 or more creatures and swamp cycling for 1. Wait a minute, didn't they ban Reanimate? Was it Reanimate that they banned? No, this is still legal. It's still legal. Okay. I can't remember what the discourse is in Legacy about that card. They want that thing banned or not. They banned this card to make Reanimator... why is it banned? Because you can reanimate it on, like, turn 2. So you reanimate it on turn 2, and it's, like... It's unbeatable. You can't kill it with Fatal Push. You can't Lightning Bolt it. You can't block the damn thing, that's for sure. So it was, like, just killing people really quickly, and they wanted to power down the Reanimator decks. But as... So it's banned in Legacy. But then, as you see, a lot of people actually want this card banned, and if they ban this, maybe they can unban this card because this thing got banned for the sins of Reanimate. But they're hesitant to ban Reanimate because it's like, you know, it's a classic, it's a staple of Legacy, it's always been there. So maybe they're just gonna keep banning all the other cards. Oh, they banned Entomb. That's what they. Oh yeah, so you could Entomb this thing, or just use it. Oh, so they did weaken it. Why not ban Reanimate instead? Because it's a staple. Okay, that's sorry. Yeah, they banned Entomb. I was pretty sure they took action, like they took a second spot. This was also a staple of Legacy. But whatever, it's a tutor. Tutors can be broken. Hey, Troll of Khazad Doom was a great example of a card that just wrecked a whole format because you can't block the damn thing. It was basically unblockable. A common being banned, and it's not the first. I mean, you could ban Brainstorm, but I mean, they don't want to do that either. I don't know. Brainstorm might not be as strong as it used to be, or maybe it is still strong. Kano, Nick Valentine. Thanks for letting me know that it was in tune. I thought it was going crazy. Nick Valentine, Private Eye, 3-mana 2/2 Synth Detective. Nick Valentine, Private Eye. Can't be blocked except by artifact creatures. When Nick Valentine or another artifact you control dies, you may investigate. To investigate, create a clue token. It's an artifact with 2. Sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. Cannot be blocked except by artifact creatures. That's funny. Is it like because the AI can the AI robots, they can detect the heat coming out of your body, so they know exactly where you are. Next up, we got Aurora with Stormtide Leviathan. Stormtide Leviathan. Oh yeah, this card. It's a 8 mana 8/8. It's got Island Walk, and all lands are islands in addition to the other types. Creatures without flying or Island Walk can't attack. All lands are islands. Creatures without flying or Island Walk. Hold on, how do you actually block this thing then? Oh, you know what? Someone could have no lands in play. That would be very interesting. Yeah, you can have no lands. Oops. Yeah, if you have no lands in play, you're a winner. Which, how do we do that? We could phase... Okay, you know, there was that card we saw the other day where you can phase out all your lands. Oh, but it's only at your upkeep. Oh, there's some way to do it. Armageddon to block, yeah. Okay, we're going to Armageddon the board. Look, everybody, this is the best thing I could do for all of you. I'm going to Armageddon. You know, everyone hates Armageddon until there's a Stormtide Leviathan on the board. And then all of a sudden, people love Armageddon. Yeah, this is a great idea. Okay, the Balrog by Menose. Durin's Bane. What is it? 7 mana for a 7/5 Avatar Demon. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each permanent sacrificed this turn. Haste. The Balrog Durin Bane can't be blocked except by legendary creatures. Interesting. When the Balrog dies, destroy target artifact or creature an opponent controls. Ha! You can destroy everything except one thing. Can't destroy the One Ring. That thing's indestructible. Shinobin! Christopher B. Didn't I give you a card, Christopher B? I swear I got you a card. Shinobin, Evil Eye. The Evil Eye of Orms by Gore. There's 2 Evil Eyes in this game. 5 mana 3/6. Non-eye creatures you control can't attack. But Evil Eye of Orms by Gore can't be blocked except by the walls. That's right. I guess the walls see everything. Boiling Seas. Oh yeah, Boiling Seas with the that's just Boil, right? That's the second version of Boil with the Stormtide Leviathan out. You never know when you need a boil. Surefire says, I cast Wood Elemental. Oh, yeah. Sacrificing all my force just so I can block it and probably die next turn. But you have to sacrifice all your lands. Or is it all? Yeah, it's all lands, right? All the lands become islands? All lands are islands, yeah. So you have to sack all your lands, including your non-basics. It's a lot of ways of dealing with the Stormtide Leviathan, apparently, but it's very painful. Korbanik with Ayumi, the Last Visitor. Ayumi is a 5 mana 7/3 spirit with legendary land walk. What does that mean? So if you have a legendary land, I'm unblockable. So you have like Gaia's Cradle. If you have, what are some other? I don't know so many legendary lands off the top of my head. Most of them are banned. Dark Depths is a legendary land. What else? Whatever. You got a legendary land out. You can't block me. Shouldn't have played. Which? Oh yeah, I guess Boseiju is legendary. Yep, that's right. Okay, next up we got Soth with the Sky Terror. You're gonna regret playing those lands. Sky Terror is a 2 mana 2/2 with flying and menace. That's true. It's it's so simple, but it's basically borderline unblockable. I mean, okay, so I think the only thing that's reasonably blocking this card is a bunch of Thopter tokens. Your opponent makes like millions of these flying Thopters that might actually solve the problem. Might stop the Sky Terror dead in its tracks. Turiat with Tadeus, the Juniper Ascendant. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna look. Juniper Ascendant. Tadeus. Yeah, it was Tadeus. It's a 4 mana 1/3 human monk with reach. Has hexproof unless it's attacking. Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks, untap it, and it can't be blocked by creature with greater power this combat. Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks? That's so weird. So we untap our reach creature, and it can't be blocked with creatures with greater power than this combat. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is like some weird Ophidian with reach. If anyone even knows what Ophidian is. It's like take it out of combat and it can't be blocked. But it's sort of unblockable, but it has to be the reach creatures. Is it just straight up unblockable? Whenever a creature you control with reach attacks, untap it and it can't be blocked by creatures. Oh no, just greater power. So it can still be blocked, period, if you got the small dinky stuff. Cool card. Very, very original. So, but I'll tell you what also is original. Every single deck that you can play with mana traders when you're renting on Magic Online. My favorite place to go play Magic the Gathering digitally, because you can play every format, every paper format, from standard to vintage to commander, one-on-one commander, 4-player, competitive, and casual. Magic Online's got you covered, and you have access to every single deck if you are renting with mana traders. You can support the channel using coupon code Nikachu_BH2 for 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription. Rent using mana traders, and you have the power of the entire. You'll have more greater power than the power of the credit card when it comes to playing decks in Magic the Gathering. Okay, next up, let's take Blacklands Geo. Sun Quan, the Lord of Wu. The 6-mana 4/4 human soldier. Creatures you control have horsemanship. They can't be blocked except by creatures with horsemanship. Now, all you have to do is give this thing flying and shadow, and it's unbeatable. No one's going to beat the Sun Quan, the Lord of Wu. Horsemanship is such a funny ability because, like, I mean, it's in the similar, like, world as Shadow. No one's gonna have a horsemanship creature. Surefire Self says, it's a card I didn't even know about, but it has such a unique line of text that token decks don't like unless they are a clone token deck. The Pompous Gadabout. Pompous Gadabout is a 3-mana 4/2 human citizen. Pompous Gadabout has hexproof as long as it's your turn. Pompous Gadabout can't be blocked by creatures that don't have a name. Can't be blocked by creatures that don't have a name. So it's really good versus AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. If you know what I mean. Because there's so many of those cards that have no name. How many creatures have no name? Can't be blocked by creatures. Is that it's supposed to be tokens? I guess tokens don't have a name. Ben Asrint says, I'm having problems updating Magic the Gathering Online recently. The client is way too ancient. Well, that might be partially true. You also might have to upgrade your computer. Unless you have like a super top tier computer. Face down. Oh, face down creatures, disguise creatures. That's interesting. Tokens have the name of their type, so that doesn't count. Oh, I see. So basically face down morphed creatures don't have a name, I suppose. I thought tokens didn't have a name, but I could be wrong. Do tokens count? I can't tell. Tokens have their name of their type. I just know their type. Like, they'll say they're a human soldier, but I don't think that counts as a name. So this is very blockable, disqualified? No. Oh yeah, this actually can't be blocked by creatures that don't. It's actually, yeah, you know what? All this considered, this is disqualified because, like, you can block this thing easily. It's like, this is for the card that it's like, it's super easy to block. But there are some circumstances where they don't. I don't know what kind of show that's gonna be. Okay, the Raptors, Steel Leaf Champion. You know, maybe this is for a show that's about cards flexing on very specific types or situations. Okay, hold on. It's the Steel Leaf. Oh, Steel Leaf Champion. I love this card. Triple green, 5/4. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. If you ramp this out early, it basically isn't going to get blocked by anything. And it's chunky enough to survive. Survive the world. So it survive Flage for the most part. Does Flage see any play in, like, Commander? Or is that strictly, like, just a competitive card? Yeah, maybe we could call it silver bullet cards. I don't know. It's a bit weird. To call Pompous Gadabout to be a silver bullet. This didn't see play. This sees play. Well, this saw play. It's seen a little bit of play here and there, you know. Just a little bit of play. I think it saw a little bit of play in Pioneer at a time. Nova Blast Worm. Coming to blast. Okay, so I started blasting. We got 7 mana for a 7/7, and when it attacks, destroy all other creatures. So it can be blocked, but by the indestructible creatures. We got Mr. Love Butts. Hey, Nikachu, hot tub stream when? I guess you're going to ask that for forever. Greetings from Zaporizhzhia. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Love Butts. It's probably I'm not going to say there's a 0% chance of a hot tub stream, but definitely not anytime soon. It looks good enough to see play to me. It was probably good in standard at the time. The nichest of sideboard cards. No, I couldn't call it a sideboard card with that unblockable thing. It would just be like a niche card for, you know, we had one show like that like years ago. It's like cards that work in very niche situations. Like unblockable versus dinosaurs or some crap like that. Okay, why kill with the Ledgewalker. The Silhana Ledgewalker. 2 mana 1/1, hexproof, and can't be blocked except by creatures with flying. To be honest, this is a very blockable card, but for the purposes of the decks that it's put in, it's, you know, I mean, where's a flying creature when you actually need it? Can you flash a creature after Nova Blast Worm wipes the board? Absolutely. Yep, so I mean, how it would work, if you want to know how the rules of a turn go, it's 7 mana for a 7/7. So when you attack, you destroy all creatures, but after that ability resolves, it's still the attacker step. Players can play instance and activated abilities. Play spells and activated abilities. And then you just flash in a creature before the blocker step. Go to blocker step, block, and then surprise the Nova Blast Worm. That is definitely something you can do. More power to you when you know the nuances of the game. Okay, next up, we've got Conman AU, the Hexmark Destroyer. I think this is the biggest number of its kind. Oh, we did this one, Conman. Sorry about that. We have done this one. Is Nameless Race hard to block? Oh, are you talking about like cards with no name? Creature enters paying the amount of life the amount you pay can't be more than the total amount of white token non-token perms your opponents control plus the total number of white cards in their graveyard. It's power. Oh yeah, okay. So you're just talking about the card that can't be blocked by cards with no name. Let's get who else? Who doesn't have a card yet? Is there any other no card yet people? I'm sure there's tons of them. No, we don't. I got your stuff, the Raptors, the Steel Leaf Champion. Very big, the champion of champions. Come on, there's a million shadow creatures out there, people. There's millions of shadow creatures. Okay, we're going to go to no 2 cards yet, people. All right, we got Tororo with the Elite Inquisitor. The Elite Inquisitor is a double white 2/2. First strike, vigilance, protection from vampires, from werewolves, and from zombies. But actually is very blockable. So it's actually, it can be blocked by everything except those cards. So that one is going to be a bit disqualified. Okay, Comment going to try a Noggle here. Noggle Bandit. See, the Elite Inquisitor will be great in the niche blocking show. Noggle Bandit is a 3 mana 2/2. Can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender. And who the hell plays with those? I mean, maybe a few. Maybe some people like to play with the Gamazoa or whatever. Oh, David Sampson bringing back one of my favorite cards. The Two-Headed Dragon. A bit of lore with me. This was the very first rare I ever opened. It was a 6 mana 4/4 dragon flying. For 2 mana, Two-Headed Dragon gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's super fire breathing. Although you have to pay 2 mana for basically the same effect. Two-Headed Dragon can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. That was basically unblockable to me at the time. And Two-Headed Dragon can block an additional creature. I love this card. Only because it was my first rare, and it was playable in my standard deck at the time, which was a Fires of Yavimaya deck. Even though this card probably didn't need to be in the deck, I thought it was super cool. And it did serve me well. I won many games with Two-Headed Dragon. We got Tresaru with the Shriekmaw. Oh yeah, it's got Fear, a 5 mana 3/2. The creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and/or black creatures. When the creature enters, destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature, blowing up the things that can't even block us, and you can evoke it for 2 mana. Oh, Conman says, well, Demon Wall has a little play in standard, but it's definitely in the minority. Not a lot of walls out there. Tresaro with the... Oh, no, I got you, Tresaro. Positron, Switchgrass Grazer. We got a 4-mana 4/4 horse with haste. That actually makes a lot of sense. Whenever Switchgrass Grazer attacks, it deals 1 damage to any target. If Switchgrass Grazer is saddled and a creature was dealt damage this way, that creature perpetually gains. This creature can't block, and damage isn't removed from this creature during cleanup steps. So it deals 1 damage. So that's interesting. So when it attacks, before blockers, we get to ping something, and then that creature can't... if it's saddled and a creature was dealt damage this way, that creature perpetually gains. This creature can't block. Yeah. So it like makes the opponent's creatures not be able to block this card. Very unusual evasion. Cormanic says, "Oh, that could be a fun show. What was the first legendary everyone in chat drafted or bought? Or like the first legend? I don't even know what that is. I mean, this wasn't a legend." Although it should be. I don't know how many two-headed dragons out there, but I guess it comes from a family of two-headed dragons. Yeah, but maybe we could do that. Next up, we've got Rin, Solitary Monk. Oh, sorry. It's Solitary Monk. That's what it is. The Soltari. Forgot about those Soltaris. No. Stop autocorrecting me. Soltari. There we go. Finally. The 2-mana 2/1. Protection from black. Shadow. So it's protection from the black shadow creatures. Not only can it block, it will kill them easily. Very bizarre. Super hate card from back then. Next, let's get Manose. Okay, we're gonna get to no 2 card yet, people. I just discovered this was a card. The Resilient Roadrunner. Oh yeah, the Roadrunner. 2-mana 2/2. It's got haste and protection from coyotes. Pay 3. Resilient Roadrunner can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste, which is very flavorful. It's very Ginger Brute-like. I think Ginger Brute was something similar, like creatures without haste can't block it. Because after all, it should be like only the fastest should be able to block this thing. Next up, we've got... Look at Islarf, the Audric Master Tactician. Audric. Master Tactician is a 4-mana 3/4 human soldier with first strike. Whenever Audric Master Tactician and at least 3 other creatures attack, you choose which creatures block this combat and how those creatures block. Okay, when at least 3 other creatures attack, you choose which creature. Oh, I see. So they could choose not to block at all. You're not gonna block me. You could block nothing, in fact. Actual Looney Tunes reference card. Yeah, they made a Coyote card too, actually, with the Resilient Roadrunner, didn't they? Another Universes Beyond sort of card, but I guess Universes Within in some way. Okay, next up we got Aaron with Aragorn, King of Gondor. Aragorn, King of Gondor is a 4-mana 4/4 with Vigilance and Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, you become the Monarch. Whenever Aragorn attacks, up to 1 target creature can't block this turn. If you're the Monarch, creatures just can't block this turn. It's hard to block the King. I mean, this is the real Lord of Atlantis, leading his army boldly where no one's gone before. Phil Goad with Tika's Dragon. Tika's Dragon is a 9-mana 5/5 with Flying, Trample, and Rampage 4. So, you know what? I guess I can count this thing, sort of. So, like, you can block it, but, like, you're not going to be really blocking the damage because you're going to give this thing +4/+4 upon being blocked. So you're still going to get hit in the face for a big chunk. Unless your creature is like a 9/9. I guess you need to be an Eldrazi. You literally need to be Emrakul to block this thing profitably. There are 2 coyotes. Bloomborough had a white one. Cowboy said had a red one. Not many. Yeah, not many out there. We did the Cicada Assassin for the poison. Yep, for the poison decks. Corbinek with Dryad Sophisticate. Dryad Sophisticate is a 2-mana 2/1 non-basic land walk. That is just frankly incredible. And it's a Dryad. This card might see a little bit more play if maybe it was an elf or something. Is anyone playing with the Dryad Sophisticate? It's basically a 2... I mean, I don't know. 2-mana unblockable creature maybe is not so hot these days. Could be a hotter card. We got Christopher B with the Dust Elemental. Dust Elemental is a 4-mana 6/6 elemental with flash. It's got flying, and it's got fear. When Dust Elemental comes into play, return 3 creatures you control to their owner's hands. Make sure you just don't return your own... Oh, I guess these are the 3 creatures. The dust comes for everybody, including your own cards. It's basically all landwalk these days. Yeah, I mean, non-basic landwalk. Who the hell plays with basics anymore? Except for maybe some ramp decks that can only get basics out. Next up, Aurora with Fear of the Dark. Don't be afraid of the dark. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. 5-mana 5/5 Nightmare. Whenever Fear of the Dark attacks, if defending player controls no Glimmer creatures... What the hell? Oh, I guess they made a bunch of Glimmer creatures in Duskmourn House of Horror. Okay, so if defending player controls no Glimmer creatures, it gains Menace and Death Touch until end of turn. Block at your own will. But there's going to be consequences. Let's end with Torrent Elemental. 5 mana for a 3/5 flyer. Whenever Torrent Elemental attacks, tap all creatures defending player controls. And for 5 mana, put Torrent Elemental from exile onto the battlefield tapped. Activate this ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. Whenever a Torrent Elemental attacks, tap all creatures. Wow! Okay, so this is another type of card. Like, you have to flash something in play if you want to block it. Not only that, you have to flash in a flyer. Flash in creature and flash in a flyer. I guess Restoration Angel to the rescue. Aaron says it counts as a dragon. Is this AI redundant text? Huh? Where? Counts. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Count. Well, okay. That's I guess that's how the AI has to interpret it. Is this redundant or not? Because back then, I don't like, why was it such a big problem to make an artifact creature dragon back then? But back then they didn't have things like, yeah, it's the old wording. If something was legendary, the creature type wasn't in the type box, they would have to specify this card counts as a wizard in the text box back then with the legends. What about Nicol Bolas? Did it count as a dragon? They call it a dragon. Summon Elder Dragon Legend. They had it correct. They changed everything up and screwed the whole thing up. They went backwards for some reason. Indiana Jones with... I was looking you up at Indiana Jones. With Sidar Jabari. Sidar Jabari is a 4-mana 2/2 human knight with flanking. Whenever Sidar Jabari attacks, tap target creature defending player controls. Maybe you're not going to be able to block me if I tap down your stuff. Alchemist says, if you put the cards together, the coyote is chasing the Roadrunner in the artwork. They like to do that. They're big into doing that here. They like the Easter eggs. They like to mix the arts. So you make a panorama. Let's end with the Deluxe Dragster. Just like the Deluxe Big Mac. Dragster. Or is it Big Mac Deluxe? Deluxe Dragster is a 5-mana 4/3 vehicle. Can't be blocked except by vehicle, so not a lot of cards. Whenever Deluxe Dragster deals combat damage to a player, you may cast target instant or sorcery card from that player's graveyard without paying its mana cost. If that spell would be put into a graveyard, exile it instead. Also Crew 2. a card that can only be blocked by its own. Oh, I guess the idea is like it's the same thing with the Ginger Brute. You have to be as fast as a car. If you're not as fast as a car, well, you're not fast at all apparently. Can't catch me, I've got a car. We got Positron, Delny, the Streetwise Lookout. This is a 3-mana 2/2. Creatures you control with power 2 or less can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. If an ability of a creature you control with power 2 or less triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. It is good to be a hobbit. It is finally great to be small. The advantage is you can squeeze through little cracks and little doors that people can't follow you through. Oh god, Breach the Multiverse got deadlier? I don't know. I can't remember what Breach the Multiverse does. Oh, vehicles count? Do manlands count? Super hard to block MTG creatures? You know what? I'll count them. If they turn into creatures, it will be fair game. It will be fair game if they turn into creatures. I get the sense that we're running out of cards, so we gotta dig deep into other card types. Fleet-footed Monk. Okay, we have a 2-mana 1/1 summon creature. Okay, Fleet-footed Monk cannot be intercepted by any creature with offense 2 or greater. That is old templating. For some reason, I feel like this is just more complicated than saying it can't be blocked. This is a card that made things even more complicated in Portal, which was supposed to make things more basic. Can't be blocked. Can't be intercepted by any creatures with offense 2 or greater. I guess offense was simpler than power. The ancient scripture wording is peak. Super peak. Yeah, it sounds like it's from a different game. Borderline is. Portal is simpler. No instance. They went so hard on no instance in Portal that even counterspell is a sorcery. And that might sound like a joke, but it's not. It's basically Skulk before Skulk. Okay, Coronalder with Skirk Shaman. Skirk Shaman is a 3-mana 2/2. Skirk Shaman can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or rid creatures. Isn't that just Intimidate? Was Intimidate keyworded like later than this? We got Jeff with the Resilient Roadrunner. There's another Roadrunner in here. Oh no, we did this one. We did that one already. Next up, oh boy, with Ma Chao. The Western Warrior. Let's look at Ma Chao, Western Warrior. It's a 5-mana 3/3 legend with horsemanship. Whenever Ma Chao attacks, and no other creatures do, Ma Chao can't be blocked. Unbelievable. Oh, I see. So if we're only blocking with this card, this is borderline just it already had horsemanship. This creature can't be blocked except by creatures with horsemanship. When it attacks alone, it can't be blocked this combat, period. This is almost just downright unblockable. How else do you block this thing? Can anyone guess how to block this? I don't think it's possible. It's really funny that a card that already has horsemanship, which is insanely difficult to block, is now also has the ability, you know what? If you do have horsemanship, you still can't block me. So I think this card gets disqualified. Remember, it's super hard to block MTG creatures, but not impossible. This one is impossible. We do my boy Haktos yet? I don't think so. Haktos the Unscarred is a 4-mana 6/1. Attacks each combat if able. As Haktos enters the battlefield, choose 2, 3, or 4 at random. Haktos has protection from each converted mana cost other than the chosen number. So it is it's blockable or unblockable depending how we roll the die. Goad a second creature the opponent controls. Whenever it attacks and no other creatures do, Ma Chao can't be blocked. Oh, so you're saying is we gotta force the player. Oh, I see. We force the player to attack with another creature. Okay, okay, okay. Actually, you know what? That actually might work. It was a very complicated way to pull it off, but it's possible. Yeah, I guess goading is the only way. It was creative. You know, that's the beauty of this game. There's always a way to make something work at this point. If you think it's impossible, no, it's possible. And we live for those. We live for those games. Steve Cooper with Curtain of Lights. How much light are we gonna see? Can make any creature blocked. 2 mana instant. Target attacking unblocked creature becomes blocked. Oh, interest. Oh, you're talking about blocking Machado. Okay, okay. This card sort of refutes the whole show, so I can't. We gotta pretend that card doesn't exist. But I guess there is definitely some way to block Machado. Vindar says, what about cards that players won't want to block with, like Zap Present Air? No. We could... I don't know if there's enough cards out there to have a show like that, like all the Death Touch First Strikers. But no, the Zap Present Air isn't going to count. I know that one. It's like the 1/1 Merfolk. If you attack with it, if I think it's when it gets blocked, you draw 3 cards. Very bizarre card. Siren's Call would force all creatures to attack also. Oh yeah, forcing people, they all got to attack at the same time. The Big Squig, we've done that one. Control of Kazakh Dune. Felicia, the Iridescent Angel. You didn't get a card yet? Did I disqualify all your cards so far? Iridescent Angel is a 7-mana 4/4 flying and protection from all colors, but not protection from the Eldrazi, which also fly. Actually, do they all fly? Do any of them have reach? Emrakul flies. Bomb Talks Bridge, 33 minutes behind. 8 cards can give Shadow, like Shadow Rift. Oh, so we have a lot of cards can be given Shadow. Indiana Jones, The Night of Dawn. I like that card, the Iridescent Angel. Night of Dawn is a 3-mana 2/2 first striker. And for 2 mana, Night of Dawn gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. That's a great card. This is a very, very good card. But you have to give protection from everything. And still cannot get through the colorless cards. Not all of them fly. Kozilek doesn't, I think. No, I mean, Kozilek and Ulamog, they definitely don't fly. But I can't remember if they have reach. Like, they're ginormous. Their heads go into the sky. Like, why don't they have reach? Let's quickly look up Kozilek. The hands are borderline going into outer space. Doesn't have reach. It's the most BS flavor of all time. Yeah, Sire of 7 Deaths has reach. Kozilek doesn't. And I think Kozilek is bigger. I don't know, the flavor is very inconsistent. Yeah, we did Gingerbread already. Sorry about that, Anna. A lot of the good ones are done. Oh, we didn't do Thorn Elemental. Thorn Elemental, 7 mana, 7/7. You actually can block it. You may have Thorn Elemental assigned its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. So you can block it, but it is effectively useless. Turiat with Death Cult Rogue. Death Cult Rogue is a... Oh, this card! 3 mana 2/2. Death Cult Rogue can't be blocked except by rogues, which sort of sucks in Draft. It's like powerful everywhere except Draft, because in Draft, there's other rogues out there. People are drafting other rogues to block your damn rogue. We got Rin with Rebek, the Architect of Ascension. The 4 mana 3/4 are a human artificer. Artifacts you control have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts you control. Also has partner. Artifacts you control have protection from each converted mana cost amongst artifact. Huh? I'm confused. Artifacts you control. They have protection from each converted mana cost among artifacts you control. Oh, okay, so if I have 0 mana cost, they have protection from 0. If I have a 1 mana cost, they have protection from 1s. I think the most important thing might be probably the 0. No, I don't know. I don't know what's the important one. It's gonna be like 3 weeks. See you on the what's it called? I'll be back on the 27th. We did the Evil Eye Orms by Gore. Yeah, we did that one as well. Sorry about that, Anna. This is the consequences of Showing up so late, though. We got the Raptors, the Cold-Eyed Selkie. Very cold. 3 mana 1/1 with Island Walk. Whenever a Cold-Eyed Selkie deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. Well, one card is more than nothing. You didn't get a card yet, Big Squig? Gorilla Berserkers. We got a 5 mana 2/3 with Trample, Rampage 2, and cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. Oh my god! This is the original Super Menace. I had no idea. This is so old. And it's very interesting because if you cannot be blocked by fewer than 3 creatures. So if you block with 3 creatures, I mean, this thing's getting buffed up big time because it got Rampage. It gets +2/+2 for each creature that blocked it. It's insane. Menace with the super chat. Thank you so much for your super chat, Menace. Azure Beastbinder. Azure Beastbinder is a 2 mana 1/3 rat rogue with vigilance. Azure Beastbinder can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or greater. That's what helps when if you're a small little rat rogue. Whenever Azure Beastbinder attacks, up to 1 target artifact, creature, or planeswalker an opponent controls loses all abilities until your next turn. If it's a creature, it also has base power and toughness 2/2 until your next turn. Beautiful. I left for a bit. Have we done Questing Beast? It's funny. It's very hard to block Questing Beast. 4 mana 4/4. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Questing Beast can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Some creatures can't be blocked by the small creatures. Some creatures, they can't be blocked by the big creatures. Combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. And Questing Beast deals combat damage to an opponent. It deals... Sorry, when it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target planeswalker that player controls, making the planeswalkers borderline useless. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me on this journey of creatures that go on a journey and usually cannot be blocked. As usual, we do these shows Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. For everyone watching live, or even or if you're on the replay, tonight is going to be the last show, and then we won't have a show live until the 27th. I'll be back on April 27th. Thanks to everybody who supports the show. Oh my god, thank you very much. All the patrons on Patreon, the members on YouTube, and if you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much everyone who's always part of these streams. And I know you'll be back when I'm back. So thank you very much, Jeff and Steve Cooper and the Big Squig. We got Kano, Ykill. We got Adaptus. No, my Warhammer 40K. We did get a Warhammer 40K card on the show in honor of you, Adaptus. Indiana Jones, Old Boy, Positron, David Sampson, Anna. We'll be here later on today. You'll have a chance to get one more card on the show. Adaptus, Christopher B, Old Boy, Bob Talks Bridge, Hexanort, the Raptors, and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing them coffees so that we keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cut.